Welcome to Pamosia Tribe Talk channel. Let us hear our ancestors' voice which remind us who we are. Long, long ago, before roads cut through the plains, before machines roared across the land, there was the home of the Sukuma, the children of the sun. Their land stretched far and wide beside the great waters of Lake Victoria. Golden grass waved in the wind, and the myombo trees whispered old secrets. Every village had its leader, but none were more respected than Chief Lwembe, the keeper of the sacred drum. The people said, "Where Lwembe's drum speaks, the ancestors listen." In the heart of the village stood the drum of Lwembe, carved from the trunk of a sacred tree, its skin stretched tight with the spirit of power. This drum was not beaten for war. No, it was a drum of unity, of peace, of calling. But one season the rains failed, the rivers dried, the cattle grew thin, and children cried for water. Dust rose where once there was green. The villagers came before the chief, worry in their eyes. "Chief Lwembe," they said, "the gods have turned away. Have we angered the ancestors?" Lwembe looked upon them and answered, calm and firm, "The ancestors do not forget their children, but we must listen. The drum will speak." That night, under the full moon, the chief sat beside the sacred drum. He closed his eyes and began to play. Each beat rolled like thunder across the plains, slow, deep, patient. The elders gathered, silent. The night wind carried the sound to the hills and beyond. And as the last note faded, a shadow moved by the fire. It was Nyasalo, the oldest woman of the village, her eyes sharp with the wisdom of generations. She raised her hand and spoke softly. "Chief, I have heard the whisper of the ancestors. They are restless. The sacred well of Itambili has been forgotten. Go there and renew the covenant." At sunrise, Lwembe gathered his elders, his warriors, and the people. For 2 days they walked through dry grass and silence. Even the birds had fled the thirst of the land. The chief carried the sacred drum upon his back, a sign that the journey was not of war, but of remembrance. By the second evening, they reached the ancient place, the forgotten well of Itambili, covered in dust and thorns. Chief Lwembe knelt upon the cracked earth. He placed his hand on the dry ground and spoke, "Ancestors, we are your children. We remember you now. If we have failed, forgive us. If you are silent, teach us." He poured the last of his water upon the soil, and struck the drum once. Boom! The sound rolled deep into the earth, and the ground trembled. A gust of wind swept through the valley, and far away, thunder answered. From the horizon, dark clouds gathered. The air grew cool, then heavy, and then rain. Rain poured upon the land, washing away dust and sorrow. The people lifted their faces and sang. Children danced in puddles, cattle mooed with joy, and the drum of Chief Lwembe beat again, this time fast, joyful, alive. Boom, boom, boom. The drum of life had returned. That night, the village became a sea of dance and laughter. Warriors leaped high into the sky. Women sang songs of the ancestors, and sparks from the great fire flew upward like stars reborn. Old Nyasalo smiled as she watched them. She said, "The ancestors never left us. We only needed to remember their drum." Chief Lwembe raised his drum to the sky and shouted, "From this day we shall honor the well, the earth, and the spirit of those before us." Years passed, and Chief Lwembe grew old. But the story of the drum was never forgotten. Each harvest season, the people gathered at the well of Itambili. They offered millet, honey, and songs of gratitude. And when children asked, "Grandfather, how did the rain return?" the elders answered, "It was not the drum alone, my child. It was the unity of our people, the faith in our ancestors, and the respect for our land." Even today, when the wind moves across Sukuma land, some say you can hear the faint echo of Chief Lwembe's drum, rolling across the plains, whispering through the trees, reminding the people of who they are, the children of the ancestors. And if you listen closely, you will hear it too. Thank you for listening our ancestors' voice. Like and subscribe for more tribe story.